Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from Anywash and I'm back with another watch review. Okay, so today's subject for review is this Orient Ray 2 in orange color. So if you guys have been a follower of have been following my channel for the past few years, so you know that I already have a Orient Ray 2 in blue color, which is this one. But how come I get this one instead? So I've done an unboxing, well, sort of a quick unboxing for this watch, which is on loan from a bro from Mr. WK at chrono.path on Instagram. So basically what happened was I've actually borrowed quite a lot of watches from him, and I asked him, hey bro, I have quite a few watches that if you want to have a look at, so I'll be happy to, to borrow it to you. And he asked for this particular watch, which is my blue Ray 2, right? So, and after a month he was so impressed with this one, so he bought himself this one, the orange version. Alright, so initially I didn't want to review this one because I thought maybe it is going to be the same old Orient Ray 2, but you know what, it's just a hunch. So I would like to see if there is any improvement on this particular watch, and you know what, I am blown away, right? So I'm totally blown away. So initially I wanted to start with this video with a title of I am so annoyed by Orient, right? But enough negativity, guys. So let's start with a positivity, which I'm gonna put the title of this particular video which is the Orient Ray 2. Is it still a good purchase in 2021? The quick answer to that question is definitely yes, right? So you can just shut the video and go ahead and buy yourself an Orient Ray 2. But I'm not going to be doing that. So let's get through what are the things that made this watch better than the one that I have, right? So before we do that, let's do a quick wristwatch check. Today I am wearing my buddy's WK Zin 556i, another cool little watch, which is, I don't know, man, I'm just so excited to review this one, because initially this one also I didn't really want to review it because it might look similar to the 556A that I had, but I was totally wrong. This is a lot better in a few aspects, but yeah, we'll talk about that in a different video, right? So let's get back to the Orient Ray 2, right? So the first thing first, immediately when you see this these two watches, you're gonna see that the dial is different, right? So this blue watch has this sunburst dial. This one has a flat orange dial. So you can see that this one is using a mineral crystal, so it won't be that legible, but let's just zoom in a bit. So let's see. Yep, so you can see that the flat mineral crystal is still free of scratches, so you're not gonna because it is mineral, it is going to be scratched up in after if you use it hard enough. So I've had mine, I had a scratch on the crystal already. So flat orange dial. The indices are basically the same. We have these circular patterns, circular indices all over 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 and 11, and on top, on the 12 o'clock marker, we have that, I don't know, triangular or trapezoid shaped hour marker, and of course at the bottom side here we have this some sort of a trapezoid marker as well, right? So nothing new there, but the chapter ring is of course in the same color, in the orange, matte orange color, and the hands itself, right? So the hands itself is basically the same as the one on the blue one, but the outer edge of the hour hands and minutes hands is in black, a black, so piano black color. But on this one it's basically a polished hands, which looks dressier. This one looks much more dressier, and this one looks much more sportier, right? So the window, the date, the frame for the day and date window is in polish, which is a bit weird, because I thought that if you want to put a black paint here on the minute and hour hands and also the second hands. Why don't you put a black paint on the hour date window as well, right? So this one is the exact same polish frame there. So it's a bit weird, but yeah, you know what, it is what it is, right? So basically that's the hands and the dial and everything, right? So the important, this is the few obvious, right, differences that you can see just by looking at it. But whenever I receive a new watch for review, so the first thing that I grab is the bezel. So when I start to turn this thing, let's just wipe my hands a bit so that it will be a fair comparison. You can see that it is quite an easy bezel to turn, right? So when I got my Blu-ray in 2018, I sort of had a bad, I've given it quite a bad review because of the bezel is very difficult to turn, right? So after 2 years of use, of course it just loosens a bit, but still it is a very difficult bezel to turn, right? So why is that the case now? Why is it different compared to, why is this one different compared to this one? So the new one, right? So you can see that on this side, you can see that the indentation, or what do you call this, the concave version of this of the old one is actually a bit shallower compared to the new one. The new one is much more deeper. I can't really show you how much deep, but I can feel that it is deeper. So you can just, it's quite difficult to show to you guys here, but I can assure you that it is a bit different. So you can see that you see this one, the 5 minutes marker here, and you can compare it to this one. This is a bit shallower compared to this one, so that contributes to the much more easy grip, right? So that's big difference number 2, right? So other than that, so that is how they managed to improve the grip of the bezel. So that's number 1, very good thing. The second one is the crown. So I've also cursed this thing as very difficult to screw in, right? So you can see that the crown here, I've already opened the crown, right? So this crown is basically made of a polished stainless steel, which I have no idea why Orient do that, because when you make something polished with a little bit, it will make your hand slip when you try to hand wind it, right? So, and the crown itself, of course, it's the same diameter in 6 millimeters in diameter. You can see that this shape, or maybe I can show you like so. This shape, it has this chamfer top here, and there is a chamfer on this part as well. But on the new one, right, so the chamfer is only at the top of the crown, right? So but at the bottom there is no chamfer whatsoever. So what happens, that means, right, that means the surface area that your hands will touch is a lot bigger compared to this one. So let's show you how I am going to screw the crown. So let's just wipe my hands again so that it will be a fair comparison. So when I wind the crown and I try to screw it down, let's just give it a focus. Come on, focus, right? So let's just see. Of course I have to wind it anti-clockwise to screw it back. You see, I am struggling to screw down this crown even until today after 2 years of use. So my hands really slip, right? So if I want to make sure that this crown is properly screwed, you can see that there is still a screw thread that is visible there. So I have to use my fingernails to just do that. And oh, come on, focus, right? So just do that until the crown is in this what I call reverse lion position. Right, so this is how I screw this crown day in day out. But on the new version, okay, let's just wipe my hands again. On this new version, we can see how easy it is to screw down. You just turn it, and of course this you can see that the crown pop, right? So the spring is much stronger on this one, and when I screw it back, oops, it just bites and boom, that's it, right? So it is on this right? So it is totally screwed in. My hands are not slipping whatsoever, and you can see it sits nicely on the case. Whilst on this one, you can still see that there is a gap, right? So it's quite annoying, to be honest, but yeah. Okay, so that's difference, big difference number two. The third difference is, while this one doesn't improve any usability or not, you can see that on the old one, right? So it is using the old case, which has this Orient logo here, and the oh, come on, focus. So this, I have no idea what this marking mean. AA02C7ACAT4, that might be the serial number. So you can see that the shape here is different. We have an Orient logo here, we have the dolphin logo down here with 200 meters water resistance, but on this one we have an Epson logo right down there. We have again the dolphins, water resistance, movement Japan, and these markings here is different, right? So AA02C8, AC020988. So I have no idea what those means, but I am pretty sure that this case back is the same, that is similar case back that is being used on the Orient Komatsu, right? So that is why I say that I can say now that is it really a good, is this Orient Ray 2 a good buy in 2020? Yes, it is, right, for these three improvement. Okay, so but if you have the money, this one will cost you somewhere about maximum $150, all right, so, or ringgit Malaysia 600. But if you have the money, just spend a little bit more, maybe 200 or 300 ringgit, or US dollars, 250 bucks, you can get the Orient Komatsu. Get that one, because on that one you have, of course, the improved bezel, the improved crown, but you get the sapphire crystal, which this one does not have. So if you guys like the styling of the Orient Komatsu, go ahead and fork out a little bit of money, do whatever you need to do to get that extra 100 bucks and go for the Orient Komatsu. But if you do prefer this styling, right, so this somewhat Rolex-ish looking style, if you don't want the orange style, but if you want something, some kind of a dry sea diver, go get yourself an Orient Ray 2, and you get that feel, the that dry sea diver feel. But do take note that in long term you will scratch this crystal, as you can see here. So I've got my scratch, yeah, that part. And the good thing is, if you buy an Orient Ray 2 in 2021, you will not have the exact same problem that I have with this one, right? So what do you guys think of this sort of a comparison review between the new and old Orient Ray 2? So I am totally blown away with the difference that Orient have done to their popular model, right? So definitely this means that Orient really listen to their customers when they say that this bezel is difficult to turn, this crown is a pain in the ass to use, to operate. So yeah, I think I'm not the only one that say the exact same thing, and the proof is in this new-ish Orient Ray 2, which my buddy bought. And you know what, hey buddy, you've got yourself a great bargain here. Maybe, you know, maybe he's quite a flipper, so maybe after he see this review, so maybe he will sell this thing for a lot more than what he bought it for, right? So I don't know what will happen, right? So if you guys like this kind of video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Oh, no, that is not gonna happen, guys. So I have to do that loom shot, right? So one more before we go. So you can see that this loom, right, or the color of the indices, this one is a little bit more white compared to the hands. I'm not really sure whether I can show you, right? So this white indices is not as white as on the hands. So you know that the hands are a bit darker, but when I charge it, when we check the lume, right, both of them has the exact same color, which is in green. So let's just shut off the light and let's see. Boom. Yep, both of them is an absolute cracker when it comes to lume. Very bright. Both are, you know what, both stays long as when you charge it like 11 p.m. in the night. So you will see this indices in 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, so no problem whatsoever in the lume department, right? So okay, so now I'm struggling to see where the switch is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I finally found the switch. Right, so I totally forgot to mention the dimensions. If you guys are new to the Orient Ray 2, these watches are 41.5mm in diameter, 47mm lug to lug, and it has a thickness of 13mm and a lug width of 22mm. Okay, so done. I'm done doing the dimensions, and now we can end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and bye bye.